Hi there everyone, and as you can see my 720 is back from the garage in Guildford. I've actually not really had this car since January when it went in for a service, and as people have seen on my thread and piston heads where I blog about this car, it's had a few issues, came back with a bit of damage which has all now been done, so it's all freshly serviced. And I'll just give you a bit of an update. So excuse the really bad camera work. I've left my charger for my phone holder over in Portugal, so this will just be a handheld video, but I thought I'd give you a quick garage tour as well. So this is 2021 McLaren 720S in Cosmos Black, with a Cassis interior. This car gets properly used. It's actually now on 19,600 miles, so probably one of the highest mileage 720s or 720S Spiders anyway out there. You don't want to see them up for sale and they've got like 4,000 or 5,000 miles on, 10,000 miles at a push. I think Brad off Piston Heads, who does his road trips in his blue one, I think he's at about 9,000 or 10,000 miles on it. Yeah, this one 19,600 miles now, so it's clocking them up, but in fairness it's good for it. They always run better when they're used, and yeah, anyway, so I'll give you a quick spin around the garages and show you what we got here. And we come round into number one. I'll start with a proper bit of heavy metal. This is a 1982 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur. Silver Spur being the long wheelbase version of the Silver Spirit. Bit of storage. This one, I've actually known this car since I was probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. It was owned from new by a Nigerian general, and a friend of my dad's was a chauffeur for him and personal assistant. And when he retired and left the general service, the general effectively gave him the car as a retirement present. But being a family friend, I've known this for a long time. Jeff came down to my sister's wedding in it in 1997, so I'd been about 14 then. Again, this has actually been used, always driven. Silver Spur, Silver Spirit, very similar underneath to the Shadow 2 that I had previously. Just more refinement, better cabin controls, better heat and vent controls. It all still works as well. When you're driving along, you change the temperature, you can hear the vents and things whirring in the background. You've got all the nice details up there. The hair brushes on the headlights. Gold everywhere. Gold Spirit of Ecstasy, gold paint, the beige kind of vinyl roof, and yeah, it's in nice nick for an old car. It's done, I think it's done about 80,000 miles, something like that. Actually, have a look, I don't remember. 70, what's that? 72, not that many. Yeah. That's the roof there for my SL. So that's the only car that's not here today. 1998 Mercedes SL 500, the R129 shape, and that's kind of my daily. You have to excuse the state of the garage as well. They're all due a bit of a spring clean. Everything's just been in here over winter, but everything's all heated, and all the cars are all quite happy down here. We go into next door. So this is the car that really got my dad and I started on classics 14 years ago now, back in 2010. We were doing a job for someone, and as part payment for the project we were doing, we had this Jensen Interceptor, and it's one of 86 right-hand drive UK Jensen Interceptor convertibles. When we got it, it had done something ridiculous like 25,000 miles. and it's now on 34,496. It's all original, never been welded, never had sills. You go to a show and all the gents owners say, oh, it's had the sills done, but no, it's never had the sills done. They're all original. We did have it painted a couple of years ago. Didn't really need doing, but it's just one of those things. There was like a little mark on a wing, then a little mark on a door, and by the time you add it all up, you think, well, we might as well just paint the car. So that's what we did. So there's an 8-track in there, that all works. The only thing not original in the car is the Mark II steering wheel. Obviously this is the Mark III. It should have the little 2-spoke thin steering wheel, but the Mark II one looks so much nicer. It looks even better with the roof down. There we come, next door. This is my 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. Nothing much original about this car at all. It was built in California in summer '66. It was a 289 V8, so 4.6 litre V8. It is now a Windsor 302, so 5 litre. If I can, the bonnet's open. Yeah, it is. So it has a Holley carburettor, Edelbrock Performer inlet manifold, custom rad, all aluminium, with a massive blade fan on it. You don't want to stick your fingers anywhere near that. 9-inch diff, straight through exhausts, and it goes brilliantly. It's lovely. Paint is custom. It's not an original Ford colour. It's got the standard 3-speed auto gearbox, and it's just a lovely, lovely thing. Makes a lovely noise, pulls like a train. I bought this from a chap in Salt Lake City in Utah, 2019 I think, so I've had it 5 years this year. Had it shipped over. It's just bought it unseen, just one of those bit of gambles, but it's just a lovely car, one I really never part with. And come next door. This garage's got a bit of work storage in it as well, but this is my 1973 Volkswagen Beetle 1303. Bought this car in 2015 when my Triumph Stag was in having an engine rebuild. That's an exhaust there off of one of my mate's Minis. A bit of storage for him. So again, this car is not standard in any way. It's probably been rebuilt a couple of times in its life. Engine is a 1641cc twin port with twin Weber 40 carburetors. It drinks fuel like you wouldn't believe, goes all right, makes a nice noise, big bore exhaust on the back. Tail lights are LED. Dash inside, standard Volkswagen, motor leads steering wheel, couple of gauges in the middle instead of a stereo, and a bit of a fun thing there. Again, one of the cars I really love. Good summer fun car. Not got the best paintwork in the world. It really needs painting, but it's just one of those cars. You just love it. Every time you get it out, it puts a smile on your face. We'll skip the next garage because that's just got work storage stuff in it. Nothing exciting. This is a fun garage. So with them being 7 meters long, you can actually get 2 minis in one. So in here, this first one at the front here is my 1998 Mini Cooper Sport LE. They made 100 of these, 50 in Brooklands green, 50 in black. This is a Brooklands green one, with all the green leather, green carpets, green door cards, green leather on the steering wheel, on the gear shift, all the original walnut dash. It's pretty lovely. I bought this car at British Car Auctions in 2016 to take on the Italian job. which is a charity road rally down to Italy. And I took it on that run in 2017, 2018 and 2019. So I did 3 runs down to Italy, and all its badges it's actually earned. So we did Stelvio, that's a Tynwald's Jock, it's been up Vesuvius, it's done plenty. It's a brilliant little car. Behind it, this is a 1990 RSP. So RSP is Rover Special Project. Back in the late 80s, Rover weren't making any Mini Coopers, and this car changed that. So this was the relaunch of the Mini Cooper, 1275 single carb engine. Just goes really well, and we actually bought that one prior to the LE here. This was going to be the car I was going to take to Italy, but when we really got into it, it turned out to be completely rotten. So that car, with this one here, has had a full nut and bolt rebuild. Absolutely everything on it has been done. So it is absolutely immaculate. The dash isn't original. The RSP should have a recessed dash, but that's what it's got. We have got the original steering wheel with the red rim. But yeah, anyway, that's the RSP. Come across the yard here, we've got a trailer there for moving things about. And this one is garage number 8. So this is a one for Dad really, because I don't fit in it. This is a 1955 Aston Martin DB2/4, /4 because it's the 4-seater. I'll just zoom out on that a bit. We bought this car a couple of years ago. This was basically the net result of me selling my 570 GT and my Corvette C8, and took some cash back and bought this for Dad. So originally the DB2s had a 2.7 litre straight 6, I think. This doesn't. This has a 4.2 litre Vantage spec straight 6 engine out of a DB4 GT. Triple Weber carburetors, so it is effectively like a race car. It has got disc brakes on it, Cosworth 5-speed gearbox, and it is alarming. No word of a lie. No seat belts. I can get in it as a passenger. I don't actually fit in it to drive it, but it is quite quick. I think it's running something about 350 horsepower. It really doesn't weigh very much at all. But lovely, lovely thing. And Dad loves it, getting it out on summer's days. Again, excuse the state of the garages. They're all due for a tidy up. Probably the newest car, aside from the McLaren. Yeah, the newest car here. 2002 Mini Cooper S John Cooper Works. This car's a little bit special because it was John Cooper Works number 4. 4th ever John Cooper Works car, converted by John Cooper Garages, and this was their original press demonstrator. So back in the day, this did Evo magazine, Top Gear TV. It was on Top Gear, being driven by Richard Hammond against a Hartger Mini and something else. This one, the group test. So it's the 200 horsepower conversion. I bought this in 2020. I'd known about the car for a long time. It came up for sale at someone up in the Midlands, and it's all there, but it was a little bit tired, a little bit tatty. Someone had fitted non-standard headlights. They'd fitted the halogen headlights with no washers. So I managed to source a set of pre-facelift brand new xenon headlights for it. Done a few other bits as well. Still a few things always to do, but just been putting it back to standard spec as it left Plant Oxford back in 2002. Yeah, it's quite a special car, and one for a proper mini keeper, which I think I'd like to be, but yeah, anyway, special car. last garage is my 74 Triumph Stag. Excuse all the leaves and everything. I covered this car in a little video previously when I had it on the ramp. So this is a 1974, September 74 car. It had one owner from 1978 when it was 3 years old through to 2012 when I bought it. So I essentially bought this car, but we had the Jensen in 2010 and we started going to classic car shows. Dad would always drive and I was always a passenger, and I started to get the ump with that a bit, and so I wanted my own car. So I bought this, and it was all the way up in Dalton in Furness. Got the train up there, 300-mile drive home, and it's lovely, but I've done a lot to it. Obviously it wasn't quite this shiny back then. 2015 it had an engine rebuild. That's when I bought the Beetle, because this was a way of having an engine rebuild and I didn't have a car to go to shows in. Diff on the back's been done, it's been painted, very little rust and things on it. It's just a lovely, lovely car. Yeah, pimento red with chestnut interior. This is on 77,000 miles. And one of the things with this car, because it had those owners for so long, if I open this here, go into the history folders, this has actually got every MOT with it, all the way back to its first one in 1977, which is quite something. Anyway, so that's a little garage tour. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll probably cover some of the cars in separate videos in a bit more detail. And yeah, thanks for watching.